What drives F1 champions to trade paint and verbal blows? Well, the answer lies in the most epic rivalries in racing history. Formula One has witnessed some of the most intense and explosive rivalries in all of sports. From legendary showdowns to modern-day dramas, we're counting down the top F1 rivalries of all time. Join us as we explore the thrilling stories, dramatic twists, and unforgettable moments that define the world of Formula One. Number 7. Alain Prost vs. Ayrton Senna. Now, at number 7, we have the legendary rivalry between Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna, two of Formula One's greatest drivers. Now, their collision began in 1988 when Senna joined McLaren as Prost's teammate. Their contrasting driving styles, meaning Prost's smooth, calculated approach versus Senna's aggressive, intuitive nature and competition for team dominance, fueled the rivalry. Philosophical differences also played a role, with Prost prioritizing consistency and Senna emphasizing raw speed. Their on-track battles were intense, with notable incidents including Senna's ignoring team orders to pass Prost at the 1989 San Marino Grand Prix and their infamous collision at the 1990 Japanese Grand Prix, securing Senna's championship. Despite the tension, their rivalry elevated F1's global popularity and inspired future generations. Prost's departure from McLaren for Ferrari in 1991 ended their tumultuous partnership. Through their rivalry, Senna outqualified Prost 12-6 in 1988 and 1989, but Prost secured more points. In 1990, Senna won 6 races, and Prost won 5, and Senna took the championship. Their legacy extends beyond statistics, as their story has been immortalized in documentaries like Senna in 2010 and Prost, the Silent Champion in 2015, and books like The Death of Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, the biography. Number 6. Michael Schumacher vs. Damon Hill. Another high-octane rivalry to note is one that ensued between Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill as they both engaged in a 5-year battle royale, accumulating 8 world championships and 113 wins between them. After Ayrton Senna's tragic death, Hill stepped up to lead Williams, proving that he was more than just his father Graham's son. Schumacher, already a force to be reckoned with, was poised to dominate. Their legendary clash began in 1994, with Schumacher's Benetton facing off against Hill's Williams, marked by controversy, disqualification, and brilliant wins. Their Adelaide showdown ended in infamy, with Schumacher's tactical collision securing the championship. In 1995, Schumacher and Benetton proved unstoppable, leaving Hill to settle for second. But Hill's resilience earned him 4 GP wins. However, Hill swept to the 1996 World Championship, outpacing teammate Jacques Villeneuve, only to lose his Williams drive afterwards. Schumacher's Ferrari switch marked the beginning of a new era, with Hill occasionally challenging him with arrows and Jordan, notably at the 1997 Hungarian Grand Prix and the 1998 Belgian Grand Prix. Their rivalry showcased exceptional driving, strategic brilliance, and a dash of controversy. Number 5. Mark Webber vs. Sebastian Vettel. Now, Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel's rivalry was a definite toxic teammate tussle worth mentioning. Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel's partnership at Red Bull Racing was an intense cocktail of speed, ego, and tension. From 2009 to 2013, these two talented drivers engaged in an intense battle of cat and mouse, both on and off the track. Webber, the seasoned Australian veteran, brought consistency and experience to the table, and Vettel, the young and fearless German prodigy, countered with lightning-quick reflexes and an unrelenting drive to succeed. Their rivalry simmered beneath the surface until it boiled over dramatically. The 2010 Turkish Grand Prix saw them collide, costing them both a victory, and this incident set the tone for their fraught relationship. The 2013 Malaysian Grand Prix proved to be the final straw. Vettel's blatant disregard for team orders, overtaking Webber to claim victory, left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. This was because he came dangerously close to hitting his teammate in the process of getting the victory. The writing was on the wall, and Webber could no longer pursue a career with F1. Webber retired from F1 at the end of 2013, citing frustration with the team's favoritism toward Vettel. But Webber had remained connected to the motorsport world still, leveraging his experience and expertise to stay engaged and share his passion. And his departure from F1 led him to endurance racing. It's obvious, Vettel's undeniable talent and 4 world championships overshadowed Webber's achievements, but the Australian legacy extends beyond statistics. His gritty determination and unwavering dedication earned respect from fans and peers alike. Their complicated dynamic serves as a reminder that even the most successful partnerships can be fraught with tension and conflict. Number 4. James Hunt vs. Niki Lauda. Now, the iconic battle between Niki Lauda and James Hunt is one of the most documented in F1 history. Ron Howard's film Rush in 2013 brought their story to the screen. But how much of it is fact and how much of it is that Hollywood fiction? Now, while the movie portrayed two vastly different personalities at war, the reality is that their animosity remained confined to the track. Off it, they shared a deep respect and admiration for each other. Their rivalry ignited in 1976 when Hunt joined McLaren. Lauda dominated early, but a near-fatal crash at the German Grand Prix changed the narrative. Hunt seized the opportunity, taking the championship lead while Lauda recovered. In an incredible display of resilience, Lauda returned to racing just 3 races later, determined to fight for the title. With 4 races left, Hunt maintained his dominance, ultimately securing the championship. Now, despite the intense competition, Lauda and Hunt forged a lasting bond, speaking highly of each other and becoming friends. Their rivalry served as a shining example of how competitors can coexist with mutual respect. This harmonious rivalry proved that hostility is not a prerequisite for greatness. Instead, Lauda and Hunt demonstrated that respecting and appreciating one's rival can elevate the competition. Number 3. Max Verstappen vs. Lewis Hamilton. Now, Formula One's Red Bull era may be gone, but the fiery rivalry between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen remains sealed in memory. Verstappen's strength lies in his bold driving style, which earned him several record-breaking wins, such as the 2023 season where he secured 19 Grand Prix victories in a single season of 22 races. Hamilton, on the other hand, boasts of an unmatched experience, holding the record for the most wins in Formula One history, with 105 to date. But the tension between Max and Lewis began in 2007. Hamilton would probably haven't noticed Verstappen's quest for dominance, but Verstappen was determined to dethrone Mercedes' best driver, fueling an intense rivalry among fans. The race between the two culminated in one of the most thrilling and closely contested F1 seasons in recent memory. Now, in the end, Verstappen's bold move on the final lap paid off, allowing him to pass Hamilton, take the checkered flag, and go on to win the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This victory marked a milestone in Verstappen's career, cementing his status as a top-tier driver in the world of Formula One. Number 2, Michael Schumacher vs. Mika Häkkinen. Now, Michael Schumacher, the record 7-time world champion, faced a formidable challenger in Mika Häkkinen. Now, their on-track battles were fierce, yet remarkably, their rivalry remained respectful off the track, a rarity in the intense F1 world. The roots of their rivalry date back to 1990, when Schumacher and Häkkinen clashed in the Macau Grand Prix Formula 3. Häkkinen was denied victory after a late race crash, setting the stage for their future encounters. In F1, their rivalry reached its peak between 1990 and 2000. The 1998 season finale at Suzuka saw Schumacher's title's hope dashed due to a stall on the grid, handing Häkkinen his first world championship. The following year, Schumacher's season was marred by a broken leg, forcing him to miss 6 races. Upon his return, he impressively took pole position in Malaysia. However, Häkkinen secured back-to-back titles. Schumacher's revenge came in 2000 as he edged Häkkinen at Suzuka to claim the championship. This marked the beginning of Schumacher and Ferrari's dominance, which would continue for several seasons. Häkkinen retired from F1 in 2001, leaving behind a legacy of exceptional speed and sportsmanship. Schumacher's career was later marked by a near-fatal skiing accident in 2013, which left him with serious head injuries. Despite his impressive record, Schumacher's health issues have kept him out of the public eye. Number 1, Manel vs. Ayrton Senna. Now let's talk about the ultimate F1 showdown, Nigel Mansell vs. Ayrton Senna. These two racing legends take the number 1 spot on our list for the most epic rivalry. Mansell may not have been considered the most naturally gifted driver, but he compensated that with pure, unadulterated grit. He was the ultimate underdog, always ready to rattle Senna's cage. Their on-track battles were the stuff of legends, with wheel-to-wheel duels that left fans breathless. No F1 fan can forget their iconic Barcelona showdown in 1991. Mansell edged past Senna, leaving everyone on the edge of their seats. But the rivalry wasn't just about speed, this was personal. They were no strangers to clashes, like the infamous Belgian crash in 1987. Senna himself described Mansell's fiery temper, recalling how the Brit would grab him by the throat in anger. Yeah, they were the definition of frenemies. Their highly tumultuous relationship set the tone for the sport. However, one thing's certain, the world of Formula One has certainly witnessed some of the most iconic and thrilling rivalries in all of sports history. From Manel vs. Senna to Verstappen vs. Hamilton, these legendary showdowns have captivated audiences and pushed drivers to the limit. It has, however, come to a lot of fans' notice that a new rivalry is brewing between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris in the 2024 season. Will Norris dethrone Verstappen as the champion? Well, only time is going to tell. As we reflect on these epic battles, one question remains. What's next? Who's going to be the next pair of drivers to etch their names into the records of F1 history? And what legendary rivalries are going to emerge from the ashes of past battles? Will it be Leclerc vs. Norris, Russell vs. Alonso, or perhaps a new talent waiting in the wings? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to DRS Speed Hunters for more legendary F1 moments.